met a million people in my life, and they all had something to say. But if I'd listened to everyone's problems, well, I'd never get through my day. Everyone thinks they're so special, and I'm here to tell you that you're not. The only words that matter in life are the ones that Elias got.
You've heard all the other wrestling programs. Now it's time to listen to the guys who aren't booty.
It's hashtag WrestlePals.
There ain't no stopping us now. We celebrate on the floor. Top down, we're ready to go. To all the people across every nation, turn it up and give me some more.
Ooh, I'll take it over.
I can feel it down in my plums.
Oh, God. Justin.
Hold on. I gotta fix my hair.
Okay, you fix it. Just showing off, rubbing it in. Just because I'm balding in a weird way.
The normal way, where you're losing hair.
Hold on.
Sure.
We're gonna talk about your hair here in a second. Hey, everybody's hashtag WrestlePals. Welcome. Hey, look over there. It's hashtag WrestlePal Justin.
Oh!
Jeez. You came at me with that thing like it was a weapon. Turns out it was science. Hashtag WrestlePal Justin is a hashtag man of science.
Fueled by.
Is that what it is? Hashtag fueled by science? Cool. Does that make you feel good? You really like him?
I like
You
the
get a good
science.
pickup?
Yeah. Pick it up, pick it up.
Feels a little mellower than some of the other ones. But in a good way.
And it tastes better.
Like, I was worried there was going to be, like, a very, like, I don't feel like doing a whole lot. But it's like, no, I'm picked up without being like, oh, my heart's not going to explode. It's cool. Hi, everybody. I'm hashtag WrestlePal Nate. We're actually having a discussion about energy drinks.
Science.
It feels like a natural plug. But it's not a plug because nobody sponsors us. So,
No, go ahead. I'll get to it.
what did you point at? Was that me?
Nothing yet.
Oh, okay. But if you would like to sponsor, feel free to check out patreon.com/ohhijustin. He's Justin. Say oh hi. Say your catchphrase. Say your catchphrase!
Science.
That's not the one.
Oh, hi, science. Oh, I think I know what I'm doing tomorrow.
There you go. Good. What he's doing tomorrow, well,
Content.
oh hi Justin at patreon.com. That's the home base for WrestlePals. For Deprogrammed. A fine show, by the way. Bailey doesn't think so, but that's on her. That's her problem. And the repository for the descent into madness that is Oh Hi Justin.
Is it a descent into madness?
I don't know yet. Look, man, I pay the credit card bill this week when the check comes in. Then I can do some sign-ups because I want to get on the Oh Hi Justin train.
It's a train?
It can be. You want
I
to
would not get on the train.
No.
Do not get on that train.
This is the Oh Hi Justin tram? Ram tram.
Black Betty?
Whoa, oh. I don't know where to go with that, man.
It's a helicopter.
Justin's doing a lot of wacky stuff. Get on there.
And I can't
'cause
fly.
He really needs some support. Like, more than ever, he needs your support. Whether it's monetary or just, if you just say, and you could say this to him, oh, hi, he needs that. Please. So, you know how I say
Time
it?
for selfies on air.
Oh, okay, hold on.
Hold on, we have to selfie, guys.
God, his beard's getting ridiculous.
Ah,
Hold on, I'll
Get
get closer.
closer.
Like, okay, move your frame over.
Oh, let's
I don't
do
want to be
this.
like dead center because that's oh.
Nathan is pensive.
Pensive Nathan is best Nathan. I mean, he's no match for confident Justin, but it's
Where
what
is
I
confident Nathan?
who
When does that happen?
dude.
Being confident rules.
It does.
Nothing is out of my league. You understand that? Listen to me. Listen to me now. Hear me later.
wait,
Nothing is out of my league. Nothing.
I don't know how time works, but I'm pretty
Nathan
sure. Who?
is pensive.
Uh huh.
There we go. Had to thumb it out.
Thumb it out.
We can't both be thumbing things out.
I'm not thumbing things out. I just I am scared of you right now,
Why?
and I don't know where you want to go.
Well,
The big announcement.
to be honest, there's there's lots of news. There's nothing lead worthy.
Let's see, and that's the thing. That gets back to there's something that was announced this week that should have been lead worthy, but I'm kind of having an internal struggle about how I feel about it.
Okay, well then let's start
You
there.
want to roll with it? We had the build up for a good week for why don't you say that like four the number for like a week. We had the build up to this major announcement. Stephanie McMahon is going to make this major announcement.
Spoilers.
Stephanie
Wanna
McMahon.
spoil the announcement.
Go ahead.
Stephanie McMahon in the middle of the ring on Raw Monday announced that Liv Morgan loves me, and that she follows me on the Twitter machine now.
I watched. I don't remember that.
Yeah.
Let me
It
check
was-
my.
it was Liv Morgan loves Justin.
check my lack
and
of
is now
notes.
following Justin Wilson at the Hulkster on the Twitter machine.
Scrolling through these obviously fake notes about other things that aren't
To
that.
which I, of course, tweeted back,
Uh-huh.
"I love Liv Morgan."
It says right here, no, that didn't happen. It literally just says those words. I think it's applicable in this case, though.
No.
I mean, I wrote it for a reason, right?
Wrong.
I didn't write it for a reason.
See, WrestlePals, Confident Justin, Justin loves Liv, Liv loves Justin. Those are the tags I need, right? That's it.
Live, love, LLJ, LLJ?
LLJ, I guess. I can be cool.
It's hashtag LIJ, hashtag LLJ. Lo singer no bobo. Agar no bobo, suppose.
I guess
I feel like
tag Liv his life.
I feel like my mouth is made by Duplo. I really do sometimes. It just feels big, cumbersome, and not fun to play with.
Hey,
Yeah, I didn't really think that one out, did I? My brain is made by Duplo, Justin. It's a different brand. It's off-brand, while compatible with actual Legos. Other people thinking the toy itself not fun.
look at that. Justin, your hair actually looks great.
I've been looking back through some of the older stuff. When you had the short hair, that was good.
I like it. It's almost like it's part AJ Styles, part Daniel Bryan right now. It's
No, it's not so much AJ, not so much Daniel Bryan, because Daniel Bryan's looks almost like it's too big for his head,
okay.
but his head also looks big but too small for his hair. I don't understand it. I don't get how it works.
I'm not sure what Terry Harding is laughing at, but
Tanya Harding?
Terry Harding thought something was funny. And hashtag Justin is great.
Yeah,
Great.
yeah.
Nate is like Brody from Mallrats.
What do you mean callow? What? Thought that was good.
Hi, Yukio.
For Christ's sake.
All right, just catching up on the Facebook.
Yes. Because it is an important interactive part.
Okay.
Yeah.
So the announcement was not to stomp all over it, but we actually do have a comment here. It was Evolution. It's the all women's pay-per-view. That's October 28th.
Yeah.
And the only other thing that was getting bandied about was women's tag belts. Now, we've had this conversation a bunch of times, and Terry Harding actually says that women's tag belts would have been better. And I think I have to disagree. I think I'm where you are with it as far as the women's tag team championship. I just don't think the division is deep enough for tag championships.
It's not far enough away, but what I like in a tag teams and what's slowly coming around and getting better on both divisions really is I like teams, man. I don't like two individuals slapped together. Like, here we go. I mean, I guess Sasha and Bayley are like the closest we've got. Maybe them and like the Iconics. The Iconics are a fun tag. It could be a fun tag team.
Yeah.
Are their styles a tag team? No, they're two people that hang out together with like-minded things, and they're a group, but not a tag team.
See, but this is where it could actually happen because Bayley and Sasha on Monday they tagged, and they looked great as a team.
I was so cheering for the hometown girls there. I was like, I like these two. They're great.
Now I don't know if them teaming is ultimately for one of them to be turned bad and the other to get shipped off, or if it's they are setting up a tag division and they want to start there with them as a team, an actual team.
I feel like
Because they wrestled that finishing sequence was great.
It was a little. I mean, I don't know, but let me check the WWE rule book here. That's a long 5 count, dude. This sequence goes on and on forever. I was like, all right, Lucha Libre, here we go. What's up?
So they need to tighten up.
That's fine.
The first time out.
But
there's
I feel like the two of them are big enough stars on their own, and I feel they're worth more as individuals. I like them as big individuals by themselves. I don't feel that they really need that. But
there are teams. I mean, they would have to work on being tag teams specifically because you have the Riot Squad. You've got Absolution. They aren't technically Absolution anymore, but Mandy and Sonya still tag around.
right.
The Iconics. I think that's pretty much where it ends.
Yeah.
Sasha and Bailey, obviously. I mean, anything else would kind of get,
It feels like you're kind of pushed together. Like we had Alicia Fox and Dana Brooke. It's like why are they together? I need to know the motivations.
Yeah.
We
that
came
would've
up
been-
together. We traveled together. We worked together. Or like the freaking the bar. I was so excited to see the bar this week of all things. But it's like they have a story behind why they are together, or why they do things together. Even if it's just a, hey, I like what you do. I think we could work together well. Cool. Give me a little bit of a setup.
It would have been easy as a backstage run-in between Alicia and Titus Worldwide.
Mm-hmm.
And Titus says, "Hey, we're looking at you. Why don't you team with Dana tonight?"
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's not great, but it's something. It's a reason.
It's Titus Worldwide ended up just being a, hey, how do we get a spot on the show? Let's get a spot on the show. How do we get a spot on the show? Hey, look, they got a tag team that kind of put together, trying to work together. Why don't we take advantage of the other side of that? We can market ourselves. Yeah, just a little something. I don't need much, but why are those two random people standing there next to each other?
Yeah.
That's all I want. That's all I want.
And at this point, I mean, they have all of August, all of September, and most of October to cultivate.
Yes.
Is it still a possibility? Sure. They got to do a lot of work.
But if there's anything we know, they can cobble stuff together in 4 to 6 weeks.
Yeah.
They do that every pay-per-view. It's been the MO of WWE in general. It's they have enough time to be able to cultivate that a little bit. So the announcement was, and I'm such a weepy baby. I just admit to these things now. Now that I'm older, it's just like, I don't care. I cried. Yeah. But I started like, and then I was teased, and then I cried harder. And then the announcement happened, and I was like, meh. And I immediately backed off of it. Because this is weird. Because the whole thing was, we have this Stephanie McMahon's going to make this announcement. Stephanie McMahon's going to make this announcement. Cuts to Monday night. Here's Vince in the ring. Okay. Here's Triple H and Stephanie come out. Okay. Triple H gives a rousing locker room-esque speech. And then Stephanie makes the announcement. I felt it was more of a joint announcement. I don't think they needed to lean on Stephanie as much. I think they look at Stephanie like, well, you're a woman, so you have to be the representative of any sort of woman's type announcement.
Yeah, but don't you think she probably is the one in there fighting?
Dude, I don't know, man. I feel like Triple H has a lot behind it too. Either that, or he's great at faking a rah-rah speech, man. Because I felt like the speech coming from him was deep and impactful and honest, and like there was more behind it than just we're announcing a thing. Because he went into the we trust each other with our bodies and our livelihoods and the livelihoods of our family with each other. We put each other in each other's hands every night, and the men standing behind you right now, they have full faith in you, and they believe in you as equals and as performers and as amazing talents, and we want to see more of what you have, and we feel you're worthwhile and something we can. And it's just,
we know that about Triple H, and I mean, obviously, he says that as much in the speech.
Ah,
right. We
public
know,
face. Okay.
Like if you think about Triple H on television specifically, I mean he hasn't been around much, since Mania.
Mm-hmm.
But
Well, he is fighting the Undertaker in Australia for some reason.
yeah,
All right.
it's a house show, man.
It's a kangaroo match.
It's a giant house show.
It's like a
That's
casket
what these
match,
are.
except it's with a pouch.
Giant, huge televised house shows, and it's amazing.
A
It's
roo
insane.
pouch. Pouch of roo.
But in who is Steph on television? I mean, obviously they're both bad guys,
She's the best evil woman. Whatever. They're the best evil people I've ever
Yeah.
met.
but
I haven't met him, by the way.
Stephanie is the public face, and specifically for the women's revolution. I mean, I hate that because it's definitely much more than her.
Yeah.
But to people outside of
she's the.
us,
Okay.
the and more specifically the ghouls that watch with us.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, she's the one that you can understand it from.
Mhm.
You know?
Well, yeah, I appreciate that perspective. Thank you. That makes me feel better about it. But it gets us into the kind of meat of it. They go down the
Just
list.
real quick.
Yes, sir.
King Kenny asks, "What about women's mid-card titles?" I think that's why that show specifically. They're putting out the NXT Women's Championship. Isn't the NXT UK Women's Championship going to be on that?
Is that a thing yet? I mean, I got a
It will
feeling.
be by then.
I got to. This could be like. If they build this as a major thing, which I hope they do, I hope they don't like takeover level it. I hope they beyond it a little bit more than that. It could broach that boundary of what is NXT in comparison to the main card, and it could kind of solidify NXT as kind of the mid card a little bit, depending if you want to consume all of WWE product as a whole, or if you want to just keep the main brands, which again it feels more like with the brand split. They've each one is its own compartmentalized thing, but you get flavors and tastes of the other things.
This one is going to be, according to using Stephanie McMahon's words, then, now, forever. 50 women from
The past, present, and
future.
I was like, I don't know how you get people from the future.
NXT,
okay.
Jack.
Oh, that makes sense now. Okay, but and I want to get into I want to play weirdly kind of devil's advocate to it.
All right.
First women's Hell in the Cell. First women's Iron Man match. First women's Royal Rumble. First women's Money in the Bank. Are we... I feel like a jerk saying this because I know this is not the thing that should or kind of could be... I feel controversial saying this.
Okay.
Okay. I want to say it the bad way first,
Okay.
but realize I'm not coming from the direction this is sounding. Have we had enough of the women's first this or that? That being said, don't need an answer to that yet. That's how it's going to be heard.
Right.
Second, the kind of addendum to that, or the more polite way I want to ask it, are they milking it a lot? And what is the appropriate level of milking? Because at the end of the day, they're an entertainment company. So if you're having a product coming, you should absolutely promote as much as you can.
Right.
Build the hype for it. Get the excitement up there. But have we heard First Women's and fill in the blank so many times that it kind of loses its luster a little bit?
Okay.
Now, that being said, this is a full on pay per view, and that was the. I feel bad saying this, but the first thought we had there at the house is, all right, so we should start photoshopping wigs onto wigs on the male wrestlers now.
That's what everybody did.
Yeah, I know. I know.
Woman Wayne's.
Woman,
I get it.
Yeah, but
I get what
this
you're
is
saying.
a big one.
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
This is a big one,
but
and I get it. But
number one, is everything equal? Do
Well,
women have every opportunity that the men have? No. It's close, I think.
it's getting close.
It's getting closer.
But how do you measure that? What's the rubric that you go by there? Do you go by equal opportunity, or do you go by equal things? Do you want to measure via potential? And at that point, do you have to be able to say, well, the talent isn't at the upper echelon yet. The build hasn't been cultivated enough that it is main event worthy. They obviously feel that they can get to a point where it's talent can carry a show, a pay-per-view show. But is it the talent demanding the show? There's so much there that we can feature this and it be a featured product, or are they going show first? Like, all right, we're going to do this show. Oh, shit, we got to fill it. Okay, we've got the tops of the two divisions, and then, okay, NXT division, women's division as well. Okay, we can build a few grudge matches, and okay, well, we're going to have
Battle Royal.
probably a battle royal. We're going to have to call back some people. I'm going to call in some favors and get some of the people
Probably
that
a
have
couple
come and
tag
gone.
matches, yeah.
And, okay. Is it going to be a 2-hour show, 3-hour show, or is it going to be what we're doing, the new format with the 3+ hour thing? How are they building it? Now, if they're building it from the talent up, then yeah, I'm more apt to say we've reached a level of equality or a level of parity. But if it's from the show down, at what point does it become weirdly patronizing? I want it to be right, but what is right? And that becomes a question of, have we had women's first so much, or is it, or do I want to hear we're having the first women's pay-per-view, or do I want to hear, well, hot damn, this Carmella storyline with the SmackDown title is hot right now. The Alexa Bliss and the thing is wherever program she's in is hot right now, and Ronda Rousey's a commodity. She's in that right now, but if she was off on her own in a different storyline. There's 3 hot storylines to roll with right now, and the NXT thing, we can feature that and build it up. It's going to be amazing. The building of the Mae Young Classic, the finals of that.
That's going to be there, too.
Are these
by the way.
storylines hot enough that we can feature that without it being secondary on another show? With it being first tier on a big show?
I feel like
to
that's the case.
I think so, too. I think it's close to that, but I want it to be talent-driven, I want it to be story-driven, and I want it to be... And it very well could be. And it can be. And the beauty of WWE is, with enough time, they will build anything and make you, well, Roman. Well, and whatever. He's coming around. It's almost there. But I don't want it to be, well, I guess we have to give you one, too.
I don't
Because
think that's it at all.
I know, but we deal with the ghouls, dude.
Yeah.
We deal with the ghouls online that'll be like, I guess the girls have to have one, too. Girls? Okay, cool. Very happy that they've solidified their terminology.
Yeah.
But the fact that you have to solidify your terminology is rough, too. And it's like, okay, we're not calling them girls. We're not calling... Because this very well, like 10 years ago, this would have been WWE Ladies Night.
Yeah. Yep.
And we would have been like, cool, the ladies. Good for the divas. All right.
Yeah.
But they've gone through and scrubbed to a point to where it's like, no, they are superstars, and they are superstars. Gender irrelevant at this point. You're on this roster, you're a draw, and you're selling merch. At the end of the day, that's the
key.
That's the
Draw
thing.
money.
Is it about talent? Yes. If it sells, if we can market it.
Maybe
Is it about personality? Yes, if we can sell it and we can market it. Is it about story? If we can sell it. Are there shirts? Not enough. Is there demand for shirts? Maybe. I feel like they're willing to test those markets more, but it's the right things are happening, but I'm always analyzing whether it's being done the right way.
This is also a chance to see if what kind of draws these women can be, because you don't have a Brock Lesnar, you don't have a Roman Reigns, you
I
don't.
don't want it.
Well, yeah, but look, I just mean, I've lost count at this point of how many times the women have stolen the show.
Yeah.
They may not have been the draw going in, but the women's match is what I came away with, and that includes television, that includes the pay-per-views, that includes anything I've been watching where that's what I'm paying attention to.
Yeah.
This is the story I like. These are the matches I'm drawn to. Now let's find out if they can draw on their own.
WWE is masterful at building a package,
Mm-hmm.
and sometimes the storylines are a little clunky.
Yeah.
Sometimes the devices they use, especially, I feel like tag wise, they have some go-to devices that get overused. But when it comes to singles programs, they have an amazing way of making you care. When it comes to telling a story of an individual or even an individual team, they do an amazing job of telling a story. With 2.5 months, that's a lot of time to tell a lot of story.
Mm-hmm.
So the
And-
fact that they're even going towards this show,
You have to
I got high hopes, man.
you have to think about this too. Like, how much television are they using to do it? There's going to be at least two stories on Raw,
Mhm.
at least 2 stories on SmackDown, at least 1 story on NXT, the Mae Young Classic, 4 stories at minimum.
Now you got 5 there, man.
Yes,
Two,
sorry,
two singles on
Two-
Raw, 2 singles
yeah.
on SmackDown, an NXT thing,
6.
a Mae Young Classic, which even if they do, I kind of hope they do like semifinals and finals in that night. If you could give me like your pre-show or the 2 semifinals, well, I don't want that to be pre-show.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Is there even going to be a pre-show? With the wonderful thing of the network is you can scrap whatever ideas of normal formatting there are. So if they want to say we're not doing a pre-show, we're kicking it off with a huge announcement, fanfare, and a goddamn overture. We're bringing out a 60-piece orchestra. We're playing an overture. They could do whatever the hell they want.
Mm-hmm. Just to catch up a little bit.
Yes, yes.
Dun, 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 dun. Let's see. Kane Kenny. We all know Vince hates tag teams. Ellie gets emotional too. It's okay.
Dude, that's all
We
I
forgot
want.
the Elimination Chamber.
Yes,
Well,
absolutely.
it's the first time Kane Kenny. Well, it's the first time WWE took women's division seriously. This is absolutely true. And to tag to that,
Mhm.
this is the first time they've been given the tools to tell the same story as men,
Some of the,
including the Elimination Chamber, Extreme Rules, Money in the Bank. This is the first time they've had the same tools to tell the stories.
I think that was one of those comments that Stephanie made too in the speech was, "Gone are the 30-second matches,"
Mhm.
and it just made me so happy.
Yeah.
It's like, oh,
And maybe that's all they're cashing in on. Maybe this is a one-time thing, and it's like this is what we've been building to, and now everything's on an even playing field after this.
well, I wonder too.
Because we
if
talk about
it-
that women's main event at Mania.
Yeah. Is this going to be the culmination? Like, well, it's sink or swim time. Here we go. Or is this a beginning? Can be both.
Yeah.
Depends on how it goes.
Yeah, also true.
I have high hopes for it, but again, they're
If it draws really well,
That's-
I think we just sold Ronda versus Charlotte at Mania as the main. If it draws really well.
oh my god, you could come out of that with the storyline of them being on different shows,
Mhm.
but you have like a little bit of a showdown there at the end of the night.
There's
Oh,
talks
we're
of,
bringing all the winners back out. And it's like,
I was also going to say that there's talks that it'll be the first on-screen appearance of the WWE four horsewomen.
uh-huh.
They might be putting them together in story. And there's also talk
Hold on.
because
When-
all 4 of the
when's- when
UFC
is-
ones are in too.
when is Survivor Series?
Survivor Series would be November,
Interesting.
just before. So you could have 4 versus 4.
Mhm.
Because again, all the 4 horsewomen of the UFC are
How
under
exciting!
contract too.
How exciting would a women's Survivor Series match be?
I mean, they've had them before, but like with this, not on this level.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, because they've had them the last 2 years
Mm-hmm.
with the Raw versus SmackDown gimmick.
Mm.
So, I
And
mean, but
again-
you have 4 versus 4. I'd be into that.
It comes down to it feels like the right thing's being done, but I always end up questioning, is the right thing being done for the wrong reasons? But I have to look back at the origin of where the genesis of the decision is. Will people watch and draw, and will it sell stuff?
Yeah.
And it's hard to attach morality as something where those are the
I'm thinking about
that's
going.
that's
by
the
the way.
basis of what?
I'm thinking about going.
Where is it at?
It's in New York. It's Long Island, where the
the Nassau
Island-
Coliseum.
Yeah,
the old
used to
Islanders
play.
place.
Yep.
Yeah.
Thinking about going because it's
Ooh.
right around a time where there was a day that happened. October 28th is the date
There's what?
The Jericho Fozzy, the Rockin' Raging tour. That's what I'm talking about. Just saying.
We're gonna talk off
It's
air.
it's right around a time
It should
during
be
the year.
and then the Long Island Railroad go right past there. Maybe we'll just train up, train out.
I'm just saying I wouldn't mind going.
It could get costs down fairly low.
Matt and I went to Backlash a couple years ago.
Christ Almighty!
Network searchable. Backlash's first time back. It was SmackDown Live's first brand only SmackDown only pay per view, and I went. I was there. Historic.
I think we could trains all the way up there.
Yeah. What about planes and automobiles?
Did that movie end sad? I've never watched it, but I have a feeling I shouldn't because I got a feeling I would watch it and start crying.
Oh, John Candy.
John Candy makes me cry, dude.
Ellie.
Like every time you can just see the sadness in his eyes, and it's just like,
Wish I could hug you. Ellie says Beth Phoenix, Renee Young, and Ivory for the commentary team.
ooh,
Ivory.
Beth is,
Beth is terrific.
yeah.
Renee can be
Mhm.
with enough time. And
Renee, yeah.
Ivory,
Renee's gonna be your amazing color person, man.
I can't believe I've never thought of Ivory before.
She has a personality, dude.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Let's see. You got to have AJ Lee and Gail Kim there. There's no way either of them show up.
Nah, man.
AJ Lee, they'll put out the invite for because she was the catalyst, if you ask me. Because I start paying attention when AJ Lee shows up, and I start wanting more then.
There was a magical time where it first started kindling when you had the Lita and Trish stuff,
Then it died.
but it felt so thin. It's like, how many times could you have Lita versus Trish? And you had
Yeah.
others in there too, but without the time to develop the characters, Lita and Trish were the two characters.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, but I'm the weirdo. It's like, when are we gonna get more Molly Holly? Come on, Molly Holly. And I would have loved to have pushed that, and I think we
Molly
could have
rules.
had an amazing time there.
The
But
talent
again,
was there.
It was beginning to be there, and
Yeah.
I'm sure it was cultivation on the indies, but you had the time where WWE was a little less willing to work with other groups. It was like, no, we do our own stuff, we cultivate our own talent, or we take that talent in and we cultivate it within. After completely revamping who they are and what they do and the style they work. And that's just kind of the way it was. And it was all right. They were a very self-contained ecosystem. Now they're open up to the world a little bit, and they're growing as a result. I felt they had reached kind of a not terminal velocity. They'd reached maximum capacity for their potential for growth without opening up. And they open up at like that perfect time. It's just setting fire throughout the world. But I feel the women's division kind of got choked off back our divas at that time.
Yeah.
But then you
Well,
talk.
it was women's, and then it became the divas, and then. Ugh.
Yeah.
I mean, it was what it was.
And you had that rekindling, and it was AJ Lee was amazing. But I don't know if AJ Lee is as good without like Caitlyn.
of course, who
That's-
happens to be back.
I'm very, very excited for
And
that.
if she is in the finals, then she's there.
Mm-hmm.
Just saying. Shoot, she could be there anyway. Who knows? Maybe she loses and gets signed and shows up on either Raw or SmackDown. And
I wonder how big the capacity is, man. I wonder what the terminal capacity is for each of these divisions. And do they have specific numbers, or is it one of those things where if it keeps growing, they're willing to keep growing?
yeah,
Because and at what point does the shuffle get too big that you get lost in it?
yeah. You know, I'm willing.
It's watching growth is amazing and terrifying all at the same time because you're going to lose good talent.
Yeah,
So stuff people are going to get underutilized and they're gonna go away.
Yep.
But they also have places to go. All
Yeah.
of a sudden, Drew McIntyre's back.
well, and you know, there's also WWE on its own is growing. I mean, who's to say they don't come up with a fourth brand? I mean, is that overkill? Possibly, but I mean, could they do it?
If you're
Could main event be like a thing?
if you're let to be able to pick and choose what you consume, because we've had that where we've had the weeks of like, I'm just not watching Raw this week.
Yeah.
It's like I caught Raw, but hold on, I got to read the recap of SmackDown, and that's okay. That's an okay way to consume
Yeah.
because you're still just as excited, but you don't necessarily take in the product, but you have enough to keep you talking. It's
King
weird.
Kenny, I'd rather see Beth Phoenix versus Nia Jax.
Beth Phoenix is also one of my look. I always go for the weird peripheral people, and it's no different in the women's division. Molly Holly, Beth Phoenix. That's pretty much it.
Beth was great though.
Beth was amazing.
She just was there at the wrong time.
Yeah,
You know,
and again, it felt like the potential of growth for those weird kind of mid and undercard and the tertiary individuals. There's a level of growth in the WWE where it was stagnated by we're filled out on these top stars and that's where we got to put our money because that's where the stuff is. But without featuring those more tertiary characters, they're not going to get popularity. They're not going to have growth as a performer. They're not going to sell merch, and then they become an expendable. And then they have to go off and get bigger on their own and come back. But now WWE's expanded to the point where I watch and I don't care if they win or lose.
Yeah.
They had a backstage segment with Ty Dillinger and Truth. And you know what was awesome? Ty Dillinger and Truth.
Yeah.
Did Ty Dillinger have a match that week?
No.
You know who was great? Ty
Dillinger.
Dillinger. Some would say he was about a 9.5.
Well, and the thing is, like now, next time you see Ty Dillinger, you kind of care a little bit more about him. Like right now, as he wrestles,
I'm so happy to see Truth.
Yeah.
You know how hard it is to get me excited about seeing Truth?
like the ageless wonder. I was texting back and forth with my
it's
brother.
So good.
It's like insane. I mean, it's clear.
He went up and jumped down in this for the splits, dude. And I was like, oh.
Don't.
He hit really hard. And even the commentator was like, Jesus.
I love.
Sorry,
I love Graves goes. Hey, you know the worst that yet, Saxon? No. Good, because neither does Truth.
It's the
Graves was
best.
on fire this week.
Graves Gravy's my friend. I like gravy. It's a true statement.
You ever drink
respect.
gravy in a cup? Just drink it down.
I mean, I would.
Crystal gravy.
Not crystal gravy. If I could see the bottom, something's wrong. That ain't good gravy. So, Women's Evolution. Do you like the naming? I'm so happy it wasn't Ladies' Night.
Yeah, right. I mean, am I in love with it? I don't know. But
They're playing off of the Revolution title.
Yeah, exactly.
And it's almost the... what was the naming convention for the first few NXT shows?
Let's see, the first one was NXT Our Evolution.
Mm-hmm.
And then there was like The End, and I mean, that was the last one. The first one was Our Rival.
Right.
So it was like AR Rival.
Right.
And then there was... but that's pretty much what it was.
Okay.
And so maybe these are going to be, every 3-4 months.
And they just had the whole thing about cutting a few shows, spacing them out a little more, and it leaves room for stuff to happen.
Yeah.
Leaves room for network exclusives. Leaves room for concerts from Bourbon Street. I haven't watched it yet. I listened. Okay. But, to get back to the women's thing.
The women's.
I
take care of my women's. I also love Liv Morgan.
It's true. I mean, what do you want me to refute that? Watch here as I try to refute that. Here we go.
Mm-hmm. You can't.
I cannot
Live his life.
You're doing signs down here just for me.
Live his life. You want me to do this? Live his life.
I don't know where
That
she
doesn't
at.
work. Don't.
I'm sorry. Ew. That's fine. I'm not gonna. Whatever, man. Leave me and the Berserker alone. What is that? Oh,
Did you just...
Oh my God! I
Way to
breathed
go.
in the mic wrong.
You broke it.
Sorry. Is that better? You hear me?
Live his life. Prove me wrong.
No, I'm fine.
August 11th, by the way,
What is August 11th?
is when WWE Norfolk.
Oh yeah.
If
we were
we-
just looking at the ticket stuff for that today.
If for whatever reason we don't go to the show,
Mhm.
we're going,
Okay.
and we're recreating that meme. That's the perfect time for it.
You in a blue sweater in August
Mhm.
in the South.
Mhm.
I can't think of a better time. You're right.
Live his life.
But
Prove
I
me
think
wrong.
we were looking at that. I think my schedule changes, and I think that's when I'm. Yeah. So yeah. Hey,
I mean, worst case scenario, the $15 nosebleeds. I just want to be in the building.
the seats are never that bad.
Yeah.
Sometimes the worst section is better than the best seat in a better section.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Like
Yeah.
I think we learned that with the whole Richmond Coliseum thing. I think being up would be better than being in the back of a better thing. That's beside the point. The women's thing,
Evolution,
the promotion.
not Bay. Yet.
At first, I was a little put off by this because it seemed like every backstage segment, everybody had to react to the big announcement.
Yeah, and it continued on SmackDown as well.
It did, and the first couple times I was like, and then I was like, oh, well, yeah, they have to. And then it was like, oh, come on, Chad Gable, say something. He said something about it, yeah! And I learned to enjoy it. But that gets me into the, are we selling or are we proud? I don't know. But if this were the 80s, I would say, yeah, it's all about selling. They don't care. Prayers, vitamins, sure, man, buy the shirt. I don't care. Buy the shirt. Buy the shirt. Buy the shirt. Buy the shirt.
Buy the shirt. I honestly think it's a 50-50 split.
And the fact that it's definitively trended that direction.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe I should be a little more content just having that progress. I think it's more than 50. I think it's less about selling the shirts and more about we're going to promote good people who do good things and work hard, and then that's going to lead the sales.
Yeah.
Because you got a Riot Squad shirt. Why?
I love Liv Morgan.
Well, okay, terrible example. But is she top?
Is it?
Is she this objectively?
Okay.
I hate that word. Is she top tier talent? Is she main eventing Raws?
No.
Did you buy her shirt?
Mm-hmm.
There you go.
And well, I mean,
Why? Because she's good people, right?
yeah.
You like her. You want to support her.
Yeah. Well, and it's also for Ruby too because she's a tremendous talent, and I think that
Again, from a good place.
Yeah.
You're buying merch now for good reasons.
Yeah.
Instead of
bought a
ironic,
Bailey shirt too, like years ago.
because she
'Cause
was
she's
your
great.
favorite wrestler before y'all broke up.
She's still my second favorite wrestler, Nathan. Let's not.
You can get along with your ex. It's fine.
Yeah. It's not like she's fallen so far, and that's not her fault. It's
It
not
wasn't
happening
her.
on television.
It was this school. It was these schools. Sorry. I got to get the branding correct. You figure Nate for branding, would know such things. Is
Play you a song.
that a threat?
Kicks are fire.
I know you will. I know you'll play it. But,
Finn's Funhouse.
see, yes. I think you've talked to because I come into this almost as a therapy. I want to feel good about this. I think you've gotten me around to feeling good about this.
Well, what's to feel bad?
I worry that it's
Do you
going to be
believe in the
it's
talent?
going to be looked at. It's going to be looked at by some ghouls, but it's always going to be looked. Everything's going to be taken in a bad light by the worst people,
Dude,
and
some
they're
of
going to
the-
be terrible. That's what happens.
Look what the ghouls did to Ziggler and Rollins.
what they do. What they do to Ziggler and Rollins.
They counted down backwards from 10.
Oh, the Iron Man thing. Yeah,
There's no pleasing them.
ghouls and marks.
So
You don't have to though.
yeah.
Sometimes I enjoy when they're just supremely awful. Sometimes I don't know. I'm a rabble rouser. But I hate jerks at the same time. It's weird. I don't know where I fall in this. I'm forever just like this is how I feel all the time. That sums up my life in general.
Rollins,
Nothing I love more than feeling uncomfortable.
I don't know if he's just passing the buck on to Dolph, but says that it really got to Dolph. Didn't bother him so much. People paid the money. They can do what they want. I disagree. I'm so sick of that argument. But we did that already.
But he's playing the good guy role for that.
Yeah.
And Dolph should let it get to him because that's a character right now. Is
Yeah.
F you fans. Oh, you wanted to do what you want? I don't care. All I'm gonna do is steal the show and stuff. I don't care. I like this Dolph.
Oh yeah. Agreed.
I don't
I
think.
like not liking him.
Okay. So women's stuff.
Evolution.
I'm feeling good. I'm feeling better now. I feel you've counseled me. You've helped me to get to feeling better, Justin.
Guess
I
what?
appreciate what.
Live his life.
Ah, well.
Not Bay.
What would your
Yeah.
what would your saying be if it was like somebody else that you were horribly obsessed with? Like if it was Sasha.
I'm not obsessed at all. So
Okay. How many songs have you written?
one
How many songs have you written about her?
for the EP or just about her?
How
in
many
general?
of them their spiritual genesis, the beginnings of the fires
Let's see.
were
Signed
lit
yours.
but for Christ's sake.
That one's about her.
Yeah?
Uh,
He loves the Morgan. You love me being hating. You love me. I don't. Those weren't words. What?
I love Liv Morgan.
I appreciate you letting me know that you wish to interject. Point of order. Loud yelling. Resume, please. Thank you, sir.
I wish we were on the Periscope so I could forward this to her.
You gonna any? Well,
Because she follows me. I could slide up in them DMs if I wanted to. Nathan.
yeah, but you wouldn't though, right?
I wouldn't.
Okay.
When the time's right, I will.
Is this my turn to counsel you?
For what?
Leave her alone.
Again,
What's up, sir?
let's dive deeper here.
Yes.
I know for a fact that there's dudes that she retweets all the time that tweet at her, and she retweets them all the time, and I know that they've done the challenge, and she doesn't follow them.
Have you been through all 902
no.
people that you? Okay.
Just a couple of them followed
Just a
me.
few hundred.
A couple of them followed me
As a result?
when she retweeted me and followed me. So a couple of them followed me, and I followed back.
The
And
people
then-
that tweeted out the challenge that she retweeted, those people followed you.
Yeah,
Okay, so you're building a society,
clearly
and you will be their leader.
they all know that live is life.
Well, it's nice to have things in common with other weirdos, I suppose. Had a little bit of camaraderie in your ghoulishery.
There is
There is? There
there's
is. He admits.
no ghoulish. There is no ghoul. I am not a ghoul in this situation. I am a ghoul, but not in this situation.
She's portraying a character. That
If
isn't really
I was
her.
a ghoul,
Okay. If
she
you were a
wouldn't have
ghoul.
followed me.
Yeah, I know. If you were a ghoul, you'd be marginalized, as all ghouls should be.
Mhm.
And I think they're far more marginalized than we give them credit for. The vast majority of
think so,
rabble
too.
rousers online,
Yeah.
they talk in a vacuum and nobody pays attention to them.
I
And
think
that's why they get louder and try to get more salacious and awful
Yeah.
to try to elicit a reaction. And when they get a reaction, they're like, "Meh," and then they feel important for a minute, but they're not. I
So,
can't get a positive reaction. Let's get a negative one.
Ghouls,
Yay.
This is what I'm saying. Ghouls, back off. This is gonna be fun.
What's going to be fun?
Evolution. It's gonna be fun.
Yes, it
Don't
is.
be dicks.
It's a terrible tagline for a women's show, by the way.
Don't be dicks. Moby Dick.
I'm going to hang my head in shame.
Well, you shouldn't have said that.
I'm back now.
All right. Nathan is pensive.
He is. He is.
Mm-hmm.
Justin.
Nathan.
Hey. You mentioned something about toys. You want to get that on top of the hour or what?
I guess.
Oh, okay.
Well, I mean, we got 10. It's 10 till.
Okay.
Like,
I just want to make sure it's not too big of something that you didn't want to go into.
well, I mean, we came up with an idea
Okay.
the other night, and so I feel like
We'll
give it-
We'll
we'll
top
give it
out
some
with
room.
this. We'll
Yeah.
give it some room to play.
just in case it goes well.
Yes, because it will.
So let's think of. There isn't much. Have you been following the G1 at all?
Not so much.
I wanted to, but
I get the highlights, but it's a lot to take in.
I saw Tamatonga, basically telling everybody to F off.
Mm-hmm.
Like, who the fuck is you? Who is you? I love that.
Tama's kind of the best.
Well, again, he's doing exactly what Roman should have been doing all along.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously not without the cursing,
Mhm.
but like that's the character he should be.
I don't know, man. Go with it.
Yeah, right.
Why not? What else have we not tried?
But you also notice that he's kind of being that now.
Mhm.
Like his actions are starting to match his words. Strangely enough, it's starting to work a little.
Yeah.
I hate having the what the hell do you have to do with Roman conversation every week, but like it feels like what the hell do you have to do with Roman every week?
Well, it's a wonderful thing that has progress.
Yeah.
Because I feel like they're onto something.
Yeah.
It may not be. It may not come to anything. Because we had the match to potentially fight Brock Lesnar at SummerSlam, right?
Mm-hmm.
Bobby Lashley and Roman Reigns. Roman wins. And
LOL.
not necessarily. It
No,
was okay.
It was another good match.
It was a good match with a good win.
Mhm.
And then Bobby Lashley put his hand out to shake his hand.
Mm.
And I felt that's the one little piece that they didn't need.
No.
Like, I wish Bobby Lashley put his hand out because Bobby Lashley
Good guy.
Good.
What a good dude.
What a good dude.
Smiling on his face.
His promos have gotten significantly better. He's gotten way more comfortable. It's like I forget where I read it. Somebody said like every one of his promos should end with him looking off to the producer, going, "Better? That was better, right? Am I doing good?" And it's like, "Yes, Bobby, you're doing better.
Just come off the cuff, man.
Take the hat." And when he does, he's fine. And
when
honestly,
he did the, I mentioned this last week or whenever it was, the thing after Extreme Rules, he was great because he was just shooting,
just talking, man.
just talking.
You
and
know the
do
character.
that.
It's you, dude.
Yeah. Just
Be
do that.
you. You're a good dude, right? All right, be good.
Yeah.
Have at. And when he extended the hand to Roman, and Roman,
I
yeah,
would've liked one of
no,
those.
no, I don't even want to see a slap. I just want to see a. I'm done with you.
Okay.
I'm done with you, and walk off. Like, yeah, that's what a loser does.
Mhm.
See ya. Loser. Yeah. But there's little tweaks, man. I don't like the whole. I don't like the anytime he defeats somebody, it's like a handoff of the torch. Like, well, you're the better man. He's the better man.
He doesn't need that.
He doesn't need
He's
that.
also
Just let him
supposed to
be better.
He's supposed to be the big dog. It's supposed to be his yard.
This is the one week where I didn't like cringe and fall out of my chair when I heard Big Dog.
But I mean, it's just if this is supposed to be his yard, if he's supposed to be the equivalent to Taker essentially, then he doesn't need all that respect yet. Like he just needs to be a badass. Just be
Yeah.
a badass.
You can be a badass without even being in a title picture, dude. And this thing with
That
Bobby
too, yeah.
Lashley has been pretty fantastic, and I wish that was just kind of it.
Yeah.
I wish they beat each other's ass till SummerSlam, and then they had a blow off at SummerSlam.
Yeah. Because what do you do with Lashley now?
Is that
You've
the
got
question you posed?
2-3 weeks now.
We got 4 weeks.
Is it?
Well, we've got the rest of this week, and I think 3 weeks after that till
Okay.
SummerSlam. So it's a good amount of time for something to potentially happen. So let's see.
You have Strowman and Owens are 100% in a feud together still,
Hey,
and that happens at SummerSlam.
we could maybe discuss this in the closing moments here.
Mhm.
What does Bobby Lashley do? Goes on tour with Elias. Can I tell you how much I enjoyed?
Him getting interrupted? Me interrupting you right now?
I was in awe for a moment at how beautiful that was, and I wish I could have gone with it and just been and gone, because that would have been perfect.
Mhm.
I can't do that though. I have to F it up. Elias has an album,
It's 4 songs, EP.
4
It's
songs,
terrific.
EP, yes. Much like our own Justin Wilson has an EP. Happens.
Eventually, yeah.
What the hell is? Okay.
It's hashtag commitment, Jack. That's what that is.
All right. All right. It's actually a nice picture.
Actually,
Don't show me more.
there's no such thing as a bad picture of her. These aren't my favorite, obviously. My favorite one's the one from
You keep those at
MSG.
home. You do with what you want. I don't need to know. So Elias has the EP out.
You Cool. Have
And
you listened to it yet?
I listened to the first 2 tracks off of it.
It's no Be a Man Hulk.
No, well, what is? Well, be a manhole.
My perfect friend.
They
But it's great.
they didn't like shoehorn Wembley in there. God damn it!
Yeah, it's no Hulk rules either, but
It's not. But
It's
it's
pretty
what it
great.
is. They completely took out his lisp. They produced out his lisp. Hello, and it says the beginning of the thing. Hello, what the hell are you doing? What is that?
that's Ellie's commitment.
Who is it?
It's Finn Balor.
Okay, like I
I'm
only
all
saw.
ripped apart.
I saw it like in passing. It's like, why you had a picture of Darren Young? I thought it was Darren Young for a moment. It's like, does he even do anything right
Hashtag commitment.
now?
Where's your hashtag commitment, Nathan?
I don't know, man. It's a picture of me. I like me. I'm gonna be me for a while. They took out Elias's lisp for the album because the album starts with "Hello, I am."
Hello,
Now-
I am Elias. Even I have the lisp.
Because you're thinking about it too much. Because he says it when he says it. Hello, I am Elias. He's got a little bit of a th in there, and that's okay. I like it. Go with it. It was rough when he was Elias Sampson. It was the 2 S's in a row. I was like, why would you do that? Good Lord. But on the album, no lisp. Hello, I am Elias.
Hello, I am Elias.
That sounded weirder to me. I've gotten to love the lisp, and they took it away from me. Why? Have the lisp. Have a flaw. There's plenty to go around. Believe me, I know flaws.
So
Let
you
him
didn't hear
have.
Elias's words?
Hmm?
Elias's words, track 3.
They're what I've got. That is
Hold on.
what they're all iterative with one another. They're the same goddamn song.
How
Justin.
dare you? No, they're not, because one is on piano.
Is it?
I think that's track 3.
No. Well, then I haven't
There's
heard
nothing
that.
I can't do.
I haven't heard that. That I haven't heard.
Because I'm playing this piano to show you that there's nothing I can't do.
Okay, that sounds great then.
It's the best.
So to promote it, it's the whole idea of, all right, JoJo, do your magic, because JoJo, magic. Ladies and gentlemen, Elias.
Doodle-doo-doo-ding.
Frung. That's his thing.
Mhm.
His thing is a frung.
Mhm.
Hello, and then he gets to it, and then, interrupted by music over and over again.
The
And
last time.
the 8th time it happens, I'm howling because fantastic. This is a great job promoting something for a heel dude. And he's just getting frustrated. And then he's interrupted by Kurt Angle. And then Kurt Angle comes out and goes, no, go ahead and promote your thing. Oh, did I interrupt? I'm sorry. And then, yeah, he gets through a little bit, right?
Yep.
And then he decides
Not feeling it.
not feeling
Not
it.
feeling the vibe.
Oh
tonight.
my God! Because can they coach any of the? And I don't mean coach as in coachman, because don't do that to anybody.
My
ever.
word of the hour.
It's we're doing a thing, coach. Shut up.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh, not
Huh?
you.
I didn't.
Yeah.
I didn't know this was happening. Back
Why are
here.
you,
Yeah.
are you
So
lying?
I was.
Mm-hmm.
I just photoshopped Liv Morgan's head on all these like really dirty porn things.
Oh, this
All
is
right.
awful.
And I've just been swiping left, if you know what I mean.
That's-
out there.
That's
So,
terrible.
Like,
This is awful.
I don't know if you guys
Yeah,
love
it
Liv
is.
Morgan,
No, I.
but you're really gonna love Liv Morgan when you see her head on porn.
Mm-hmm.
That's how I prove that I love her the most.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go put this on Twitter.
Very.
You should go put
ghoulish.
that on Twitter.
Yeah, very ghoulish.
The air felt good though.
It did.
The ghoul did not. but-
Put it
Oh shit! Okay, I gotta close it. We'll come back. Christ Almighty!
Very ghoulish. Matt
I
doesn't
wish
strike
they-
me as so ghoulish.
I wish they would. He's getting a rise out of you. That's what he does. Are you mad? There you go. Matt's happy now. See what you did? You made him happy. If you're going to have a celebrity at your show, coach him a little bit. Just say, hey, hey, we're going to be dicks to you guys. You can decide if you want to be bad guys or you want to be good guys. What do you want to be? You want to be bad guys or good guys? So Elias
Or a
has
terrible band.
to look, it doesn't matter who the band is. But you're here at a wrestling thing. It's time to wrestle men's, okay?
I should be the.
So
celebrity.
Elias says, I see OAR is down there. And you don't know what the hell they look. Nobody does. They don't know what they look like themselves. Sorry I didn't get back to you, but it's my debut album, so I want someone tell these hapless bastards,
Whatever they are.
like, just like either look disappointed,
What's an OAR?
angry. It's if you're up a shit creek, right? You don't have one. Wait, I think that's different. Doesn't matter.
Battle?
Be angry, be upset, figure out amongst the band what emotion you're going to portray, and friggin' portray one. I didn't get back to you. I've been very busy to talk to you little people. And have them just be like, either, we understand, or, aw, just throw up your hands and making that sound. Just, come on,
Our
celebrities.
word of the hour.
Is it bad that I have to go follow Gronkowski's lead? Don't jump the rail, though, and leave Jinder alone, for Christ's sake. But come on, man. At least look somewhat involved. There were 4 of them, right? I don't remember. That's how bad it was. Just please react. React.
React to me.
God damn it.
San Diego, show me your lightning bolt.
The hell are you doing?
It's an old Rome bit. Sorry. Jim Rome. Sorry.
Good Christ.
I haven't listened to Rome in years. Oh, by the way. Hashtag commitment, Jack. You see that? Commitment. See that?
Yeah, it's my favorite thing is like seeing other people's like weird selfies, but like mirror selfies. Is how like no matter what's going on, the camera is always perfectly framed, just because that's where the frame of reference is.
Mhm.
And it's one of those weird little life things that make me happy that in like 40 years from now, when technology changes, won't like exist anymore.
You'll be able to tap a button on the mirror.
Something
It'll
like
take a
that.
picture of you.
But you will that perfectly framed, perfect rectangle within the rectangle of the frame. It was just going to lose that at some point.
Can't wait.
I know you can't.
Selfies are the I still can't do that. I did the 30
We
days.
just did one.
Yeah, I can't do it. I'm not good at it. I don't like it.
You're getting all right. I look, as an amateur,
Mm-hmm.
it seems like you got some of that game. I don't know, man.
STL.
What do you? I think I know what that
That
means.
I got game. STL.
I can't tell her that. She doesn't want to hear that. Not from me.
Fine. I'll keep telling her.
You
I got game
will.
because I'm
you
great.
were gonna anyway.
Nothing is out of my league. You understand that? Nothing.
No, I don't believe I do understand that, sir.
You understand, if you will.
Oh, now I do. Because you said it like a wrestle man.
You can take a quick break.
Yes.
Okay.
Because then we can dig into the dumb.
It'll be fun.
Because there's dumb
Dig
to
up
be
some
had.
pictures and stuff.
What?
Hold on. Okay, let's transition that.
Hit the
Hashtag WrestlePals. We'll be back.
Probably.
Sure.
Quiet on the set. Can we please have quiet on the set?
Awesome! I came to play. There's a price to pay. Time for you to get down on your knees. I came to say goodbye to the good old days. They're never coming back. Watch your future. I came to play. Get my dues paid. I guess you had a dream, but it can't be saved. I'm glad to I came to play. There's a price to pay. Time for you to get down on your knees. I came to say goodbye to the good old days. They're never coming back. Watch your future. I came to play. Get my dues paid. I guess you had a dream, but it can't be saved. I'm glad to run away if you see me. Don't even say my name. Don't think that you can know me. Don't try and play that game. Every day that I get better, I watch as you get worse. My script is to the letter, and I'll write your final verse. I am here to stay, and I have come to play. I came to play. There's a price to pay. Time for you to get down on your knees. I came to say goodbye to the good old days. They're never coming back. Watch your future. I came to play. Get my dues paid. I guess you had a dream, but it can't be saved. I'm glad to I go inside this light. I see new life unfold. Each second I burn brighter. Your fire is going cold. You could try to beg for mercy. Go ahead and try to run. No escape and no redemption. Understand it has begun. I am here to stay, and I have come to play. I came to play. There's a price to pay. Time for you to get down on your knees. I came to play. bleed all the time. I don't care.
Wait is over.
You think this is over? Or we're just getting started, baby?
Because I'm staying high.
It's time for hashtag WrestlePals Hour 2.
Drink it in, man.
Yeah! Hashtag WrestlePals. Hour 2 in full effect. Jack. Hashtag WrestlePal Justin. Hashtag WrestlePal Nate.
Ah, hey, what's up? Hi.
Here, which is, we'll catch up on the Facebook here in a second, but you can like our show on the Facebook. Please do that. WrestlePals VA. Follow us on the Twitter. WrestlePals VA. You can use hashtag WrestlePals pretty much anywhere. I'll find it. Like, subscribe on the iTunes and all that jazz. Stay abreast of your hashtag WrestlePals.
What?
Abreast. So let's.
I'm not touching that.
We missed a bunch of Facebook stuff. As
Oh, by all means,
it
yeah.
happens,
We're sorry.
unfortunately.
Hey, it's
Ellie,
we do their best to try to stay as interactive as possible. Sometimes we get on a roll, and sometimes Facebook likes to freeze up on comments for us.
Yeah.
So,
Ellie, just support. Like, I want to pay and go support these hardworking women, even if I cry while I'm there.
I will
Understand?
cry. Like, it would be ridiculous. Like, that's the first piece of merch I would buy would be all right, I'm trying to figure out who it should be. Whose cry rag should I buy? Who would have a good cry rag? I want the Vicky Guerrero cry rag. It'd be
She'll
great.
be there. She's got to be, right?
One would hope.
50 women. She's got to be one of them.
Look, just because she's 50.
Okay. I did this off screen, but that's because I have my phone in hand.
Mm-hmm.
Blam. Science. Justin is fueled by science in hour 2 as well. Devontae Hankins, Ghouls will be out in full effect in the SummerSlam main event. I like that that's starting to catch on to be a thing. The Ghouls. Kevin will beat Braun. Roman will beat Brock finally, and then Kevin's music will hit. Lashley, Roman, Brock, triple threat. I've seen that one thrown out there a couple times. Kenny says that.
Yeah, I have a hard time believing it's just going to be a clean Roman Brock match, you know?
Devontae adds Lashley will be added to the match. He's going to complain he beat Roman. Kurt's going to give him another match with Roman. He'll beat Roman and be added to the match.
Okay, I can see that happening.
Yeah, I mean, that's-
SummerSlam's. I don't feel like we've had a triple threat shape up yet.
Yeah.
There always seems to be at least one in there somewhere.
I
see a lot of good singles matches and a lot of good regular ass tag team matches forming.
I initially thought Asuka, Carmella, and Becky,
Mm-hmm.
but they've kind of backed off of Asuka being in the picture. Like, just judging by the finish,
Right.
I thought that that's the way they were going to go, and easily they could still get there easily. But
Yeah, there's still plenty of time to insert her into that, but she was wrapping up the Iconics storyline, which was fine, which was good. That's the beauty of this inter-show story arcs, where it's like, cool, 4 weeks, we'll wrap this one up in 2, and we'll start another one that carries over until the next thing. That way you have more than just show-to-show build. You have an extra 2 weeks out front, and it ends up with a 6-week build instead of a 4-week build. And you can mix it around a little bit. You plant the seeds,
if you
let
will.
it brew for 3 weeks, and then you start the full-on build. Oh, these two have been having problems over the last blah blah blahs, and then you start building a feud, and I'm okay with that.
By the way,
Yeah.
she hasn't shown up on television in a match yet, but you saw who was at Raw.
Oh
Been
my
a big
God, I was so excited. Hold on, let me show you how excited I was by her showing how excited she was. Nikki Cross.
Yeah, she's been on tour with SmackDown because her and Becky have been palling around.
Mm-hmm.
So her, Becky, and Asuka.
I want Nikki Cross to be everybody's crazy best friend, and then she's just likely to hit you, but still love you at the same time.
Yeah.
Her character work is fantastic.
Oh yeah.
Now, and crazy girls have been everywhere. I mean, it's something that goes back. It ends up, it's not.
It's not AJ Lee, crazy girl. It's Nikki Cross. I'm psychotic.
She's and portrays it
Oh
fantastically.
yeah.
The subtleties to that character that you don't usually see in women's portrayal.
Mm-hmm.
The I like the abuse. Here we go.
Yeah.
I'm willing to hurt myself to hurt you,
And it
and I enjoy it.
goes back to that match with Shayna where she like was about to go out and she started smiling.
Yeah,
That's,
this is new. Teehee.
I like this. Hey.
Yeah,
Me, you again? Can we do that again? Cool.
and that's
She's the best.
she is
Love
great.
Nikki Cross.
I was really worried. I mean, with the whole Sanity coming up, and not Nikki Cross, but it sounded like they had something kind of for her.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, it definitely looks like they do. And it's like one of the worst kept secrets, bringing her out on the stage at that point. But
Yeah.
I guess if she's there to bring her out is a good thing. But if you're a casual fan, you have to say, who the hell is that?
Yeah. Especially she was like up front,
She was on the very end, and it was hard to miss her.
very visible.
And having character in the moment.
Mhm.
Meanwhile, you got a lot of the other ones who are just in like, oh, I've got my weird shoulder pads and stuff on, and I'm standing here. It's like, all right, cool. Neat, dude. Meanwhile, Nikki Cross is down there at the end, with the craziest goddamn Cheshire Cat smile on, and clapping like a maniac because, maniac. Go fig.
I'm going to look up some stuff.
Oh. Do you want me to start the cell, Justin?
Yeah.
So this entire industry is built around, at the root of it's money. Money, 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 money. You got to sell things in order to make money. That's what happens. You sell tickets, people come, they watch the show, they enjoy. And then you get to rake in that little bonus money of selling merchandise. It's fantastic. Now, what you do when you do this is you've built a brand, you have name recognition, and then you find those tertiary markets. Video games have been going very well ever since we've had the WWE 2K line.
What's funny is most people actually disagree with you wholeheartedly.
Yeah?
Yeah, a lot of people think that they're just putting out the same game every year.
Well, yeah. I
wouldn't
mean,
know.
that's what they do for wrestling. No, that's what they do for. That's what the 2K thing does. It's iterative, but the level of depth in the game. I haven't played it myself, but the level of depth from an outsider looking in, it's like, cool. That's a lot of stuff and expandable. It feels like this is a good long thing for a good long time. It's going to be all right. But then to immediately abandon it to go into the next thing is like, oh, okay. I guess it has been a year.
Yeah.
All right.
I'd
rather see like forward. Well, I guess if you're changing the engine, changing the model, changing the play style, you can't really forwardly upgrade. But if you could carry over like your roster to the new game, I don't know what the logistics are of that, but it seems like yearly is. I don't know if things change enough.
It's
to justify
it's mostly
it.
roster. But
Yeah, well, I mean, it kind of has to be. I mean, that's the whole thing behind any of the NFL games, any of the baseball games, any of the FIFA games, any of the games. The only thing that really changes a whole lot, the groundbreaking thing, the thing that's going to make you buy the stuff, is going to be the roster.
which characters? Like this year, the pre-sale involves Ronda Rousey
Okay,
and Rey Mysterio.
poor Ray.
I think that's being able to wrestle as Ronda already, and I'm in. I like that.
All right.
My brother said he's already going to spring for it for me, but he's not going to get the pre-order, which means no Ronda, no Ray.
You'll be fine.
They usually make those downloadable anyway. I think.
Eventually.
Yeah.
They don't let it be
I
exclusive.
mean, you have to buy them, but
Well, that's the thing. If it's all about money, dude. And it's not exclusivity. It's we're gonna push you to buy the pre-order. Push, because we want that money in hand before the product even exists. And then we could sell it to you later.
you know, my girl's going to be in the game this year.
Yeah.
I'm going to be able to play as her.
A lot of girls gonna be in the games.
Yeah. Last year, the Iconics were in it.
Mm-hmm.
2K18 was the first one I got since 2K12.
Okay.
And it's the first one I think I played 2K16. But I
Now,
haven't
do you
bought
find
one.
do you find bad parts in it, faults in it? Because wrestling has always had a shirts are always good, and they're always bad shirts.
Hello, Austin Hunter.
But there's always bad shirts. But where we have the disconnect are games and toys, dude. And so how do you feel overall the 2K18 experience would have been? What do you
So
got?
one thing Ellie says, still no women's story mode in WWE games.
Okay, they're just kind of there.
I think so. Well, I know with 2K18, and this is what I was going to get into, is you can create your superstar. You start in NXT, and you have to climb your way up.
Okay.
So I did that with Guy Russellman. I gotta assume that you can do that. You can create a women's superstar and go up. I would have to assume.
I don't know.
I don't know. I haven't tried it because Guy Russellman, much more important at this point.
At that time, yeah.
At that time specifically, yes.
In a way, weren't we all?
Yeah. And my biggest
Available on iTunes, the story of Guy Russellman.
My biggest issue was I got to the Royal Rumble, and now part of that is just I didn't play enough online to get more points to make him better. But I got to the Royal Rumble, and you had to be number one and win the whole thing and eliminate 10 people. So all three of those things to be able to pass it, and I couldn't do any of them.
Okay.
So
You couldn't beat number one?
well, obviously that, yeah. But you have to
Fine.
win from number one
Oh,
and
number
throw out-
two again, boo.
and you have to throw out 10 people. But if you're fighting that much, then you have the whole ring on you,
Mm-hmm.
and you get beat up and thrown out easily.
So,
So if you
level
s-
of difficulty is a little too high, you think?
Well, I mean, before that was the Money in the Bank ladder match,
Uh-huh.
and that one I had to play like a good 70 times before I finally won it.
I'd give up after, I'd say 10. 10 and it'd be done.
I've done the Royal Rumble, and I mean, I haven't played at this point in months, but I've done the Royal Rumble probably literally 100 plus times.
Now, you said you haven't played in months.
Mhm.
So let's say that's, for you, roughly a 9 months lifespan from introduction.
Mhm.
But has the hype for 2K19 started on you? Are you interested?
A little. Mostly because I'm not going to have to buy it.
That'll do it.
But I mean,
Onion.
again, thinking about being able to play as Rhonda,
Uh-huh.
as Ray. Roddy Piper's supposed to be in the game this year. Plus the people that have come to the roster. You know, Drew was a downloaded content, but Liv and Ruby was on the game last year, but Sarah Logan, like that to me is exciting.
Right.
But I mean, we talked about that before. The roster.
Mhm.
The roster is what's exciting. If there was a way to import the roster into the old game, I don't-
Yeah, but then you get away from the branding of the 2K stuff, and then you don't get to sell new copies of the game,
mm-hmm.
and then you don't get to
I know
try
why
to...
they don't do it.
Yeah, but is it enough to deter you? Were it not being gifted to you, would you...
I don't know. Maybe.
But
This
would
year-
enough people... Or are there the hardcore collectors that are like, well, it's another year,
Gotta
I'm
have
going to
it,
buy
yeah.
another copy. Got to buy it.
There's going to be the ones who got the Cena enough last year, which
Uh-huh.
was like a couple different versions of Cena, Batista, you know, some of his greatest feuds all came in that one downloaded content.
Batista in the blue?
No Blutista, because Blutista didn't feud with Cena.
I know, but I want that.
And then this year it's going to be, they're doing the same thing with Flair. You're getting, you know, a couple different Flair downloads and
Ooh,
stuff. Yeah.
not bad. Catering to the older crowd, the more classic crowd.
Those will be the ones who are going to buy it.
Well, market to the money, man.
Mhm. Yep.
You either market to the kids who get the parents to buy it, or you market to the people with the disposable income. I'm sorry, but that ain't the 20-year-olds,
Nope.
and not so much the 30-year-olds, and not us if we go on that trajectory. I don't know, maybe 40. Is that when we get money? 40.
I'm
Cautiously optimistic.
never going to get money
Fair enough.
because I do things like podcasting.
Patreon.com/oh hi Justin. Go say oh hi. Not you.
Oh.
I'm gonna say it anyway. Every day. Every good goddamn day.
I just wanted to tell you that I love you, Liv Morgan.
God damn it. For a moment I thought we had a connection.
It's almost. I had to get to it.
Hmm?
Had to get to it.
It's on Hold your wrist up again.
Had to get to it. Hey,
That's what you get.
for what?
I've never hit you before. I feel
Loving
bad.
Liv
I
Morgan?
immediately felt bad. I'm sorry, Justin. Justin, you
Want me
didn't
to yell
deserve
at
that.
you?
You deserve. No, please don't yell at me. I've heard you've been yelling lately. I don't want to be a victim of that. Okay. You okay? We good? The Zion's helping? I hope that's a yes, for Christ's sake. Or he's going to hit me with that can. Just crush it on my head. Is it empty? Look, it ain't going to be good, but
Probably should've seen how that was-
I'll try to sell for you. It's fine.
Should have seen how that was framed. Oops.
All right.
So
games.
well, last week
games
was
are part of it.
Yeah, last week was the San Diego Comic-Con.
Yeah.
And that's why all these announcements are
Okay,
coming out.
he's broached the subject. We can dig into it. Yay.
Well, firstly, a whole bunch of pops are coming out, which
is
pretty cool.
great. It was cool when the New Day was like one of the first batches of it, and it's
Yeah.
like, hot damn, here's all 3 of them. Sweet.
Well,
Little New Day 3-pack. I ain't a Pops guy, but
no.
I love that they're out there,
Yeah.
and I know that they're going to be $10 a pop to everybody. It's
Mm-hmm.
literally a pop for a lot of people, and it's a great, fantastic barrier of entry crosser right there.
Mm-hmm.
That's just a little thing. Put it on the desk. I've got to own all of them. I don't even know what these licensed merchandise are.
You know what else?
What?
They're also making new figures.
Well, every year they always do that.
Yeah, guess who's getting some?
Wait, what?
Nia Jax is getting one.
Oh, okay. Oh,
She has like interchangeable heads, like for her hair.
Oh.
For Nia Jax. Also.
How is it? Is it a? How do I say this?
She's not like most toys.
That's the answer I was looking for. Good. I want toys to be a little more representative, because there's times when the toys were just like, well, they all look like goddamn He-Man figures from the early '80s with just a different head slapped on them, and they're not all that jacked.
No, they're not.
Jack.
No, they're not. Also, Liv Morgan getting her what?
When's it coming out? Do you know?
No, I don't know yet. I don't
Okay,
think
they
they've
don't know
announced. They just
I'll dig.
they showed the drawings.
This will let me satiate some of my old collector vibe things. I'll find out what wave it's going to be in, when it should be out, and what stores it'll be hidden.
I don't know if
what box letters to be
I
checking
don't know
for.
if I want to be that guy.
I'll find it for you.
I don't know if I want to be that guy.
I am that guy.
Okay.
No, it's not a matter of being. It's a matter of. Wait, no, it's a matter of being. Yes, I am that guy. I'll find you. You want that toy? I'll find you that
I
toy.
don't know if I want that toy. Is the thing.
Okay, well that's a different question then. Yeah, I don't know if I can help you with your problems then.
What problems? I ain't got no problems.
Sounds like a man with problems. Not all of the merchandise is on the
Wondrous.
mark that you want to go for. See, Liv Morgan and a Nia Jax action figure. Has there been a Ruby Riott one yet?
I don't know, but
I would think there has to be.
If there isn't, I imagine it's going to be in that same wave.
They just use the same. Wait, is she still doing the one paint leg thing?
Yes.
The old Zack Ryder thing. Remember, he had the toy, and he was like, he's a toy dude. And Zack Ryder got a toy of himself with the one paint leg, and it's like, I hated this. It's so sad. Justin, if there was a toy of you, would you want to have it?
I don't know, man.
If there was, because I've seen
like
I've
stars
seen,
of podcasting. What is it? What is this toy?
Stars in
How do I
quotation.
become a toy?
Well, you seen, you got your little logo, dude, right?
Uh-huh.
Would you take that as like a little bobblehead? A little half Justin Pop Justin?
You know what? Probably. Not because it's me, but because somebody created that.
Wow.
Somebody created that for me.
Well, I don't have talent, so you're screwed. I don't know who else is gonna help you.
Why even bring it up?
I'm just curious.
But
if
I
you
mean,
would. If I had an action figure of me, I'd be very disappointed with the proportions because it was accurate, and I wouldn't like it. And I'd be very pissed off.
So
What the hell is this?
The thing is, it would have to be available in stores, obviously.
Flip it around, look at its ass. What is this?
In this instance, it's available in stores, right?
Sure.
My toy is available in stores.
Well, it's gonna be like it's gonna be online only.
Okay, but I can purchase it.
Yeah, it's.
Is it from a private seller or is it from
like somebody
a
made this
distributor?
and then sells it.
Yeah.
No, it's gonna be from a company.
Okay.
Pop makes everything. Funko makes every damn thing.
Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, if I'm buying it from Funko, sure.
There's a little Justin Pop.
Yeah, I mean, there's plenty of stories where, like,
I hope if they're making one of you, they'd give you one.
well, yeah,
It seems like a thing. Like,
But even-
hi, we used your image. No, F you, dude.
ENC have mentioned on their pod,
Mhm.
like that was the moment they knew they made it, is they went into Target and they saw their toys and they were like, "Oh my god, this is real."
That's that talks about the markets, man. There's the tickets, there's the shirt and other merch, and then there's the tertiary markets, where it's the brick and mortars or even the online stuff, where it's the toys, where it's the video games, where it's the extra stuff. All of a sudden, you've got bedding.
That would be weird.
Yeah, I don't want to.
I don't want to lay on me.
I
Hey,
thi-
me, I'm so comfortable.
I think we've just found the next These Ghouls track. I don't want to lay on me. What?
But you can.
But
I don't want to lay on me.
in the
you
in
can.
parentheses, but you can.
I don't want to lay on me, but you can.
No, thank you.
I wasn't talking.
No, thank you. You were talking to
I
me?
did the call. Where's the respond?
What, I got to do the but you can?
I don't want to lay on me.
But you can!
Call and respond for the wind.
A UCAN sounds like a toucan, but from like Canada. Makes me happy. It's just very cold. Nose is like really big and like fur covered. Follow your nose to snow, pretty much. So not all the merchandise has been winners, though. Some of the toys have been bad.
Yeah.
A lot of the face sculpts have been there. I remember the days before the laser 3D thing modeling stuff, when it was like, I don't know, I guess this is about as close as we're gonna get, and they put out faces that didn't quite look like humans. Some of the toys were really bad. Like, I don't know if you would. Oh, are you pulling up your list of worst? Oh my God, you've got the Liv Morgan toy.
Well, I'm just trying to find it
Mm-hmm.
because she shared a picture of it the other day. That's how.
Oh, well, okay. Which
it's not up here. So.
is it gonna have the blue tongue? This is important.
It should, but I don't think it does.
Mouth is closed, tongue is put away where it belongs.
I don't like how you phrased that.
Sorry. Is she gonna have the big weird poofy pigtails?
Yep.
That would make sense. That would make sense. Yeah, it's always weird. I always feel like the women have such varying outfits. Like if you asked me to draw out what Liv Morgan's outfit was, I wouldn't be able to tell you because I've seen her in like 100 different things.
Yeah.
The only ones I can really think, Bailey stays pretty standard. Sasha's kind of does as well. Those are the colors she goes with. The only one I can think of that's really a stalwart is like Natalia. Natalia's stuck on where she's at. She's like,
She
I
has been
got
for a
this.
good couple
I had
years,
this damn leather bodysuit made. I'm wearing it, and it looks good. There's nothing you can do about it. Hold on, cat ears.
She had those trunks like a couple years back, and that was awesome.
Oh, she had
Remember
the old like Heart
Really-
Foundation
yeah,
looking
the
ones.
pink ones.
Oh, those were great. Oh, those were way better than the leather bodysuit
I don't know. She made that switch, and she hasn't looked back.
because she was going evil.
Yeah.
Instead of being a technical wrestler, she was a jerk. And now she's got friends, I guess. I don't know.
This says it's 20, but it starts at 16.
This is fine.
Oh God. Let me see.
Justin's been sitting on this for oh, there. Yeah, that should work.
Yeah, but
It-
it's not gonna.
It's not
They're
gonna.
They're gonna see this first.
This
'Cause
is
I have
fine.
I have to be here to transition.
Hit
so
that, and then hit that.
Then I'll hit this.
There it is, everybody. Justin went down the rabbit hole of bad old merchandise, and this was.
Let's look at it close up.
There it is.
On its own.
Billy and Bart were the smoking guns. They were basically gunfighters.
Cowboys.
Before one of them got knocked out by Butterbean, and the other one, I think, was in a committed gay relationship for a while. You know, before he was an outlaw of the New Age variety. And hot damn, they had big ass foam hats. Because look at that. Because why wouldn't you, man? Right?
Yeah.
There, see, it worked. We know that it works. Proof of concept.
Yep.
Look how happy they are. They had to take that pose, man. And, like, I could see in that picture, Bart, not happy. Understandably, because he's got a big red foam hat on his
It
head.
says Smoking Guns.
It says Smoking Guns. They
Oh,
were never
man.
a top-tier tag team.
They were tag champs
They
a
had
couple times.
they had a minute, but nobody was like, man, Smoking Guns are my favorite. I love Smoking Guns. Hot damn, I wish I had me a hat. Wait, no, not a real one. Make it foam and red. So Bart not happy in the picture. Billy's ready to sell whatever he's got.
Yeah.
Old Kip is
Mr.
got his
A
arm.
double crooked letter.
He's got his arm around Bart as if to say, "Hey man,
Let's do this. Let's sell it.
smile. We're gonna sell like 4 of these, but god damn it, we're gonna sell like 4 of these. All right? Cheer the hell up, Bart.
This is one of the worst ideas ever.
It's one of the best worst ideas ever. What are you talking
I mean,
about?
I want one now.
Do you though? Hold on.
Yes.
Okay, look, Bart's like wearing it like a hat.
Uh-huh.
Billy,
He's smart. He's showing where it says Smoking Guns.
he is. He's showing the merch, but he's looking like an Arby's sign, and that bothers me. Though, I do kind of want to meet Mountain right about now. Whatever, man. Shut up. You don't judge me. My food choices? Well, you should. You're right. It's a bad idea. Justin, you've consoled me. You've made me reconsider my choice. You and Billy, gun. Along with Bart, gun. Oh, the hell is that? What is that?
Oh, no. No, that's not
Don't
what it
save it. If you would, let's flip through Matt's other tabs here. We want to see what he's. Oh, for Christ's sake, what is that?
This is a shirt.
First, okay.
WCW shirts were the worst.
Like,
Ah!
okay, look. What did Goldberg say all the time, Justin?
Who's next?
Almost as if you could just put "Who's next" on a shirt and that would sell, right?
Yeah. I think they did on the back.
Yeah, but on the front you have a man's face.
Yes. To be fair, WWF did the same thing at that time.
Cool.
Putting people's faces on stuff.
Well, like the worst shirt that sold really well for some reason was that stupid Austin shirt with the. First of all, Austin 316, fantastic shirt, fine.
Mm-hmm.
But then they have the one where he has the arms up and they turn into rattlesnakes for some reason, because he was known for biting you with his hands. Because I get it, he's a rattlesnake. His arms aren't snakes though. He's not a
Yeah.
snake arm man. He's a snake man.
Snack Man.
Snack man. So WCW would just put your face on a shirt with your name, just in case you didn't know who that was. Because this is how they were promoting their company and the people within it. Hey, if you see their face, you're going to recognize them. But just in case, here's their name. And first, oh my God, look. Well, there's Goldberg's face, right? And he's doing the yelling thing. You can see, like, right up under his tongue.
Who's next?
Like, if he had, like, a salivary stone. Don't look that up. Don't Google salivary stones. Like, you could see, oh, for God's sake, not a place you want to see. There's very few, well, no, there's many. But there's few that stand out amongst places on your human body you don't want to see of another individual. One of them, not the tongue. I'll look at a tongue. That's fine. I'll look at a tongue all day. Underneath the tongue. So, he's just like rolling it around in the picture. Underneath a man's tongue is a place you never want to see. Like I wouldn't want to see under my own. I don't know what it looks like under there, and there's reasons. Because it's not pleasant. You're just enjoying yourself, rolling it around the screen as he's yelling at you. I hope that elderly man shows up and he jackhammers you. That's not even a dirty sentence, even though it should be. Okay. Justin has gone bye-bye. Justin, do you want to make that face and we put that on a shirt?
No.
And it just says Justin with lightning bolts and shit behind it? So I said I don't want to see under people's tongues. That includes you. Stop it. Stop making the noise and never make that face again. You're making children unhappy.
Oh, jeez.
You okay? Like they put like they
That made me way too happy.
I know.
Oh, God.
Look, if you want to put that picture up for another 40 minutes, I will do 40 minutes with this.
Oh.
Why are there lightning bolts on his head? Was he known to conduct lightning out of his head?
Yes.
Oh, well, F me then.
Oh, my God.
All right. Damn. Okay.
That's poultry in motion.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
Justin's dead. Okay, look, the Red Rooster was never a good idea. Because what the hell was it supposed to be? He's a man, right? But he's also a rooster.
Also poultry in
Not quite.
motion.
I'm trying not to look at it. Poultry, not poetry, but a play on those words. Because I don't know if you noticed this, Justin. This man here,
Uh-huh.
he's a chicken of sorts. Male variety.
You might even call him a rooster.
Some would.
Might call him a cock.
Look, I never met the man. I'm not going to judge him till I meet him and he yells at me in a Hooters party.
Spare me some cock, brother.
No, stop quoting Frogs lyrics. This is a family show, probably. Maybe. I don't know.
Talking about this cock-flavored soup.
It's getting worse, Justin. The camera never saw that, so they
I
have no
know.
idea what you're talking about.
I know.
We'll hold that up at the end just to prove that he's not a complete maniac. Just he really did crow, didn't he? Somebody had to tell him.
He can fight. He can fly. He can crow.
Like, he was an accomplished wrestler at this point, right?
Terry Taylor.
Terry Taylor. Like, a sound hand, if you will. And they were like, you're a rooster now. It's like, he had to. There's no way he accepted that on first say. You know, nobody's.
Hey, we call you the Red Rooster.
I don't care. Whatever. Check's clear, right? Okay, but you're gonna have to crow too. What?
We're gonna say you're poultry in motion.
Did they sell any? What is that, by the way? Is that a shirt?
I don't even know.
Or does that look? It looks like it's like a cookie pan.
Never seen it before in my
Like
life.
I'm gonna make.
That's
What
a
is he
t-shirt.
doing? What is the face he's making? I didn't look at
He's
the
crowing.
face. Is he Justin? Because that doesn't look like crowing to me. All right, you've proven me wrong yet again, sir.
This is just bald-faced lies. This is just not correct.
Ready to rumble?
Yeah.
Look,
Incorrect.
look, I love it. It was the highest budget big dumb movie
was-
involving wrestlers in a good long time.
Yeah. It was
And
big.
you know-
It was dumb. It was stupid.
Mhm.
And it was fun.
Yeah.
You get this garbage out of here. This does not belong on this list in the least.
Oh
I
God.
keep looking at the camera because it's habit.
Justin, are we gonna have a movie night here someday,
We need to.
like we did with the basketball, where we just said, "All right, we're starting watching it now."
We need to do this. We need to do No Holds Barred.
Yes, tried, man. We searched No Holds Barred as best we could. We could not.
Dookie!
All right, now we're not doing No Holds Barred just because of that. We're gonna do Ready to Rumble first.
Okay.
I'm not crying.
Then No Holds Barred.
Goddamn allergies.
Diamond
it's
upside down.
set
It's
up-
pussy.
I love that they didn't play characters either. They were the wrestlers in the movie were just those wrestlers. And then Oliver Platt was Jerry Lawler for some reason.
Okay.
Look, I can't
These
hate.
aren't great, but
I can't hate on those ones. I remember those ones.
they're not great.
They were like
okay.
the rip-off LJN figures, right?
Yeah.
And the LJN figures ended up becoming. Okay,
We shared this one on the ground.
you did. I had to explain from scratch why this shirt was okay. It's not.
APA,
It's not.
Acolyte Protection Agency.
Yeah, they were the acolytes under the tutelage of the Undertaker. They were acolytes. They were big, mean, awful men.
Mhm.
And then afterwards, they were big, mean, awful men on their own. They formed an agency
Mhm.
that would protect people.
Yeah.
Good name for that. Acolytes Protection Agency.
Mhm.
Fantastic, right?
APA, yeah.
Oh,
Fun.
almost like, hey, look, these guys are hired guns. Enough money, you can get them to help you. Don't cross them, though.
No.
They like to drink. They like
Yeah,
to fight.
they
They
like-
like to,
Pound ass.
God damn it! We're off brand again. Jesus H. Oh, for the love of God, no! Just because APA can mean something doesn't mean it should. Always pounding.
Ass.
Oh God, no! Bar and grill.
Oh my god.
Oh no! Now these, I had this exact toy. First of all, I had the Undertaker one and I had the Kane one,
Undertaker, Kane is your brother.
and it was just the Undertaker's face with like some red garbage on it, and you could remove the mask. This is before he ever like removed the mask,
Right.
right? Now the whole thing of these, this was the
Sweat.
the Maxim Sweat series. The idea, Justin, was that you put that
The
thing,
WrestleMan sweat.
you put some You put some water in them, and they had a little pump thingy. You press the pump thingy, and water would come out of their foreheads.
Garbage.
They would sweat. Now, the beauty of this one was this was the Kane figure. It was just a goddamn mess because where'd the sweat go? Just behind the mask, around the mask. All of a sudden, it's like you really could have just dunked this in water and been just fine. But nope, we had a gimmick.
Dunk it in the toilet.
And I gotta tell you, they weren't bad figures. They were the weirdly overly muscular, like He-Man-ish, squatty, ogre-looking, monster-looking. Oh, for Christ's sake!
What is this?
What the hell is this, Justin?
The Stomp figures? I have no idea what this is.
Oh,
They have guns and stuff.
Yes, yes. It was when WWF tried to like crossover with like GI Joe, and they were gonna have like I swear they must have been trying to formulate like some sort of children's Saturday morning cartoon show where it's like we're gonna rip off GI Joe, where they're all of the WWF superstars are some sort of odd special forces member.
Okay.
So when they're not on TV wrestling, they're defending freedom wherever there's trouble. Wrestlers are there. Knowing is half a turnbuckle. I don't know, man. It was a bad idea. Let's give them guns, because that worked out well.
I don't see the problem with this one.
There's no problem here whatsoever. Look, you sons of bitches. Because that was like full entrance ramp. They would play the music. They had like the whole comm chip thing in the feet.
Chance. That's what you got.
Now, is the idea here that they're mad at the entranceway, or they're mad at the Vince McMahon action figure?
I don't know, man.
Because I got to tell you, nothing made me happier than the oddball out there characters.
Flew glaring issues. In an attempt to create a larger environment for kids using action figures, Jakks released a Titantron playset included banners and a ramp. Have their figures walk down with an additional touch of playing entrance music for certain figures who had special microchipped in them.
Exactly.
That would cause the music to play. Unfortunately, the figures were hard plastic as to protect the microchips and could barely move. That's your problem?
Okay, well that's a minor complaint, but the idea is great because what is wrestling about? The pageantry of it. So playing the music, lights and sounds,
That's
fantastic.
part of it, yeah.
Now, if you're bitching about the like Vince McMahon figure, look, if this is the '80s and you made an LJN figure of Lord Alfred Hayes, I'm all over that. I don't care. Like I think like the current set of toys that they have right now, is like the Build-A-Figure. It's like a Build-A-Figure Howard Finkel, and I'm like, that's friggin' great. I need to get me a Cowboy Bob Orton so I can get Howard Finkel's left arm.
Do you know what else you need?
What?
Some soap. How about some wrestle soap?
Oh, I thought you said I'm stinky. It's like I didn't. All right, I'll
Some wrestle
shower.
soap?
Shower before the show. What the hell is that?
It's a bar of soap. That looks like a championship belt.
It comes in a belt. So it comes with a little soap holder.
Yeah.
Look, man, I get that you want to sell as much stuff as you can, but like, who is that for? Who are you selling that to? Like, what stinky kid is gonna be like? Oh, well, this is Steve Austin soap.
Yeah, I need that.
I'm in. I'm clean.
Clean 316 says I just cleaned your ass.
Hey, DTA, don't wash anybody. I don't know how to spell. I'm a dumb kid and he's dirty too. What the hell is that?
Those are Sting masks, Nathan.
Look, you know what? I'm okay with
Look at them eyes.
That's the problem. There's the problem. I'm God damn it. I'm okay with it being Sting masks, but because that would have been great at the time. Why the eyes? Like legit, cut that. First thing you do is cut that out, and all of a sudden you've got a fairly cool product that would do very well for the time.
Why not just the Sting masks? Why like the over the head, like his person mask?
Like who person?
Him? Like the plastic rubber masks or whatever?
Is that what they are?
Yeah. Like
that whole thing is the mask with the ears and all?
Yes.
Oh, for Christ's sake, man.
Why not just the mask?
You're working too hard. Like, I want, like, full-on Halloween mask with that little tiny garbage rubber band that snaps your ear.
Yeah.
Those would be perfect for that. And I imagine they have to be a lot What the? Why? Okay. I've already got one, thank you.
Yep. Pass.
Done. Eric Young plastic beard. What the hell is that thing?
The AWA plastic cage set. I don't see a problem here.
Well, I think I see kind of the problem. So the whole idea is we can't make that big of a cage, so we got to put your dudes in there. Okay, now you can't play with them because the cage is too small. So we're going to give you these things to grab onto the figures to move them around.
Oh.
Okay. They had actual AWA figures? I'm all right with this. What the
I'm really okay with this.
Are you, though?
Yes!
WWF Superstars Shootout.
Which team are you
hockey.
going to be? Look,
How do I know which team's which?
well, it's the good guys versus the bad guys. Look, you see Tugboat is the goalie over here.
Toot, toot.
And over here, the Earthquake.
It's,
This was before they teamed up.
why do big dudes got to be goalies?
Because they're big dudes.
Okay.
See, Duggan and Jake the Snake look like your defensemen.
Uh-huh.
You've got Mr. Perfect and $1 Million Man. And I think that's Macho. Is that Macho Man or Macho King?
Macho King was the worst.
Hulk Hogan's clearly a forward.
Yeah, he is.
And so is, looks like the Boss Man is your center.
Weird.
Yeah. Rick Martel and Sergeant Slaughter are your defense.
Rick Martel made it in that goddamn game?
Yep.
Oh, awesome. Good for him. Hold on. Wait a second.
Mm-hmm.
I think I found a problem with this.
Okay.
It's hockey!
Oh. I didn't even notice.
Wouldn't their little legs get chilly on the ice? maybe a singlet's not friggin'.
I think Hogan's hockey stick is like a weight fucking bar with weights at the end of it.
Of course it is. Because he needs... Or is the puck a weight?
And Roberts looks like a snake.
Well, of course
And
it
of course,
does.
Duggan's is the 2x4 only.
This makes sense. What's Earthquakes? Ham sandwich? Jerks?
Dude.
Dude. Tugboat just yells at the goddamn thing. Okay. Okay. So, okay. You've had the things where you can, like, do the printing and you put it on a cake, right? You get the picture of people, then it feels weird. It's your birthday. Let's cut into you and eat you. Sweet. I saw this in a Tom Petty video once. It scared me then. Cool. Let's put it on the cake. Happy weird birthday to you. Wait, hold on. I know how I can make this better. WWE Superstars on a goddamn pizza.
I like it.
That's not bad. Wait. $5.99. Do you get the pizza for that? Or
No, it's just a print.
Oh, well, screw this. Well, who says I can't put it on other things? Why can't I put that? Oh, for Christ's sake. I can't put that print on an apple pie?
I mean, I guess.
All right. I'm just curious. I'm going to check my...
What's the problem with this? Oh, wait, that's Layla. That's the problem.
Oh, my God. What?
Yeah.
Layla was also one of my favorites. I don't know why. She was very pretty. I liked her. She didn't look like that, though. Oh, is it titled? Hold on. Can you go back up to what it was titled? Black Layla figure. Okay. It was hard to tell her ethnicity a little bit.
Yeah.
Also, I don't know about a children's toy being that busty, I guess. Seems inappropriate, but so am I. So there's that. Yeah, that's what Layla looks like. She's very lovely.
Oh, oops.
And please be careful how much you click. Okay. Yeah, she doesn't look like that. Not really. No, a little bit of a difference. Oh, wait, the hair's the same, kinda. Not really. What the hell? It's not even... That's Liv Morgan, Justin.
Oh, yeah, oops.
Did I just see a Roblox figure? It doesn't matter. Continue.
Yes, you did.
Okay. Stop that forever.
Stop what?
You know what you did.
What'd I do?
You continued your... Okay, go back there.
What did I do?
I gotta tell you, as far as Punjabi prisons go, that one looks way better than the actual Punjabi prison.
I mean, I don't know. I'm cool
Does it
with
have
the
the little?
playset, though.
Does it have the little escape hatches on the bottom there for some reason?
It doesn't look like it.
Does it have the Great Khali coming and glad handing your head?
Well, this one was, I think, the Batista one. So no.
Okay. What the hell is that?
Kevin Nash apparently had a comic book.
You know what? I'm okay with that. Probably.
why is it number 2 the worst? In Ultimate Warrior, I don't know. Like, I mean, in hindsight, like him, I guess, but like that character.
WWE stars are the closest you're going to get to cartoons in real life,
Mhm.
and that's okay. And that.
What were you saying?
Is that picture up on the screen right now?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Most people probably don't even know what that is.
Oh, I know what that is. WWE superstars are about as close as you get to comics in real life. So them crossing over into comics makes kind of sense. I haven't checked out comics in a long time, but I guess that Kaboom series is doing okay.
The cereal? Kaboom?
The series, the comic book series.
I like Kaboom.
You've checked out. Okay.
That
that's fine.
cereal's so good.
Is it? What's in it?
Marshmallows.
Is that it?
It's basically Bobo Lucky Charms.
Oh, for Christ's sake, I'm going to just go eat cereal. I couldn't find... I need another Slurpee. I need another Captain Crunch Slurpee. Remember how I came in with one last week? And I was all like, I'm depressed and upset and very angry about life in general. And then I had that Slurpee and shit got okay. It's time for another one!
Oh.
I yelled into the mic. I usually yell away from it. I'm like, I'm very sorry, microphone.
You see this?
Was her name Katie?
Katie Vick.
Oh, for Christ's sake. Is that official? That's not official.
On this, it has to be, right?
No. No.
One of the most shocking, controversial storylines involved Kane, Triple H, and a woman named Katie Vick. Blah, blah, blah. Surprisingly acted. But the legend of Katie Vick lives on. The WWE still felt the need to milk the angle for all it was worth and decided to sell the cheerleader outfit that was on the mannequin, which was ultimately bought by the guys at WrestleCrap. So apparently this is just the outfit. So it's not even merchandise.
The one that they used in the skit. The scene used. That's like buying like a screen used prop of something, you know. Except it's a simulated sexual assault on a...
Hey, stop talking about that now.
Okay, I should stop talking. Oh, I don't want to ruin it. Yeah, if you don't know the Katie Vick storyline, good for you. Stop giving us Liv Morgan pictures.
Oh. I should stop that?
Give the people what they want, Justin.
What's that?
Oh, shit, that ain't it. Oh, for Christ's sake. Justin.
You want more Liv Morgan pictures?
G1 is raging on.
Yeah, man. I wish I wish I had enough time in the day, but between GTA 5 and the wrestling I already watch,
Sorry for
I don't have
ruining.
time.
Sorry for ruining your life.
I wouldn't
We're gonna get you a microphone so you can not talk to us for real. It's gonna be great.
You realize how bad that's gonna be for everyone and everything.
Yes. It's awesome. I'm excited. Dude, I'm at a point in my life where it's like, yeah, let's set some fires and see what happens.
It's all I do in that game.
I know.
Literally.
I know. It was usually me. Like, that was fun. We were posing for... do you want a picture of yourself on fire? Because I've got a picture of me on fire. It's great. Oh, God. Oh, okay. Oh, well, let's go just a little around the horn news. I guess this is close enough for one more thing.
Do you want to do the thing?
Yeah, I guess.
Since they're telling us we have to.
Yeah, and you know what? I don't really have a lot of news on it, but it's something I still need to check out. But go ahead and hit it.
They're telling us we have to go.
They are. But before we go, hey, did Impact have themselves a nice little pay-per-view?
That's what I hear.
Like, I've heard pretty universal praise for it.
Jericho was watching it. I mean, he's selling for the cruise, but
As well he should.
yeah.
But the stank feels pretty lifted, man, because we had I think it was Meltzer talking about Austin Aries, like, yeah, he's one of the best, absolute best in the world right now, and he's carrying their championship, and he was their main event, Aries versus Moose. Hey, man, whatever. I'll take a dude that wants to try really hard and do well over somebody that half-asses any day.
Agreed.
But and it was props for the what's her name? What's their women's champion name? Su Yung.
Yeah.
Like, her weird kind of zombie entrance thing was pretty fantastic. As much as you can harp on the name TNA Knockouts, that division is some serious stuff, dude.
Yeah.
It always has been.
Yeah.
And it sounds like they got
Was
good treatment for the show.
Was it Sue Young and Rosemary? I know they were.
No, they've done that was
That's done.
long time. I think it was
Because I
with
know.
Allie.
No, Allie was wrestling
No.
Tessa.
Allie was less than Tessa, so it was. Shoot. See, again, this is what I'm saying. I need to look more into it because Impact for the longest time has been kind of off the radar.
Yeah.
Very, very off the radar.
Mhm.
But I think enough has been said that we might need to give at least a cursory check to that pay-per-view to
Yeah.
see, hey, what kind of matches, and a lot of love and praise for the promo packages too.
Yeah.
As though hey, we've really refocused on what's important as far as their storytelling,
Yeah.
and you can jump in here to get enough of the story to be interested in the match to enjoy the show.
That's the important part for me is
Some
like,
continuity, but
Yeah.
also some accessibility.
yeah, because there's no way at this point in my life I'm going to be able to watch Impact every week.
Mhm.
And that's what I love about New Japan is I don't have to watch New Japan every week.
Yeah.
When the pay-per-view comes around, I can watch it, and I haven't missed anything.
And New Japan feels more about the individual characters and then seeing them butt up against each other.
Mm-hmm.
You don't have to go deep into some storylines because there's not a whole lot. The only one that's really like a followable one is kind of the Bullet Club infighting,
You can watch the Elite.
which is fantastic.
Yeah. But, Impact, like, I want to be able to
Mhm.
watch them on a weekly, but, like, right now it's just not going to be possible.
But it sounds like with this pay-per-view, it might be a level of accessibility to make you have to give you a place where you can say, I'm going to see what you've got without having to jump into the weekly show
Mhm.
and maybe getting good, maybe getting bad, getting somewhere in the middle of a storyline where it's like, how do I jump in here?
Mhm.
This seems like a good place to have good intros to matches, good matches with some resolution, with potential storylines being developed after the fact. So I'm thinking about maybe
I mean,
not watching it while I do 12-hour shifts the next 4 days.
we don't have anything big for next week, right?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I know it won't be
It's the
timely.
beginnings of the SummerSlam card
Yeah, and
start coming
we
into effect.
try not to do pre.
Uh-huh.
We try to do basically a walkthrough after
Mhm.
where it can go. So, again, it'll be. I don't know how far on the radar Impact is anyway, but I mean, if we can get it in, maybe we review it next week.
Oh, it sounds like this week we got to pay attention to some NXT stuff too.
Yes, because last week the spoiler was
I think
put out there,
I think
and it
this week
happens
is the
tonight.
show.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it happens tonight. Well, I mean, I guess technically we can say it. We already know the result. Tommaso Ciampa is the NXT champion.
Oh, the spoilers probably. I don't care.
I still feel like they're probably going triple threat because there's if you remember correctly, Gargano was supposed to wrestle for the NXT championship shortly after Black won it, and then Ciampa came out and attacked him.
Right.
And then a couple weeks ago on NXT television, Johnny Gargano, not Johnny Wrestling specifically, Johnny Gargano confronts Alistair in the back, and he's like, "Hey, Ciampa's mine. Let me finish this." And he doesn't get to win the championship. He doesn't get to do that. And then Ciampa attacks him shortly after that. Attacks Alistair shortly after that, leading to this match that they had tonight on NXT television. Still thinking it might be a three-way, man.
Hey, that would be a nice little wrinkle in it, and a huge bump exposure-wise for Black, and it would be amazing. He's got some he's got some good stuff ahead of him. Oh, the one other last little bit of news, because I know we're right up on it. I'm sorry. Looks like Vince, especially, pretty high on Cien, El Idolo. How could you not be?
Oh yeah, and he's delivering. That's the important thing.
Oh man,
A lot of times when Vince is high on somebody and you can tell via television, then they don't deliver. They like Drew the first time.
right?
There was nothing wrong with Drew, but like
They literally gave him the name the Chosen One.
yeah, and then it was just like, oh, okay.
Yeah, he's a big dude. Cool.
But he has those two just absolutely stellar matches with Sin Cara,
Yeah.
and then a great match with AJ,
Oh, yeah.
and then followed that up with a great match with Rusev.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, he's well on his way. Like he came in, he's been there all of 2 months, maybe 3, and he's delivered, and he feels like a big player in the SmackDown.
He feels immediately like he could carry that WWE title
Mm-hmm.
without question.
Mm-hmm.
It wouldn't be a fluke. It would be like, oh yeah, he's right there and he's amazing.
I'm also super excited to see that Zelina Vega isn't backed off.
No,
She's continuing her
and,
greatness.
and they've been pushing that with the commentary as well.
mm-hmm.
That she's refocused him, and he does the pose in the ropes. She's right down there on the apron.
Yep.
Friggin' beautiful.
I hesitate to say that they're the best thing going.
Selena is the best.
it's-
Selena number one.
It's hard to argue. Like, I mean, because obviously,
They're hot and they're new, man.
yeah, and they're delivering.
And they're seasoned as all hell.
And they're delivering.
Mhm.
That's the big thing. Because Rusev Day's been hot for a minute. But until recently, they weren't delivering. They were just, people were cheering, and it
Rusev
just,
gets so excited. It was the gimmick was over.
yeah. But, then he had the match with Shinsuke, and, we've talked about this. The match with Shinsuke, the match with AJ
Mm-hmm.
a couple weeks ago was great, and the match this week with Almas looks like he's on a little tear of his own.
He's defining what he is now, and he's settling in, which
Yeah.
is nice.
So now he's starting to deliver.
And character development with the whole English and
Yep.
even like a little turmoil with Lana there.
Yeah,
It's like,
is it-
ooh. Also, good on you, Lana, for dumping the accent.
It's funny because it comes and goes. She's
Only
supposed
when
to, Rusev.
well, you have to. How do you say it?
Rusev.
Rusev.
Rusev Pudria. Rusev Machka.
Ba ba da da ba da da ba da da. Let me get my tank. Well, speaking of, time to get on the tank.
You saying
I'm gonna drink a lot.
drop a deuce?
No.
Upper
Yes.
decker?
Yes, that's exactly what I'm going to do.
You're going to turn the shower on first, right?
Yes. Boil some water for some reason. I don't know why. Whatever makes noise, man.
I'm going to leave now.
Yeah,
Yeah, you probably should.
I don't know if I said it like that.
You probably should.
Yep. You probably. As should you. As should you.
So should we?
Hit it.
Oh. Wowzers McTavish. Another week.
God damn it. We're going to have to. If we can get the Smoke of Guns hats before next week.
Hello, Basil.
Like, I might need to do a craft project.
Sorry, we're about to get out of here, man.
Oh, man.
We seen you. Hello, Basil.
Thank you. Hey, everybody, we're hashtag WrestlePals. You want to get in touch with us? It's not hard. Twitter's probably the most active place, at WrestlePalsVA, or just throw the hashtag WrestlePals on anything. This man will find it. And other than that, the Facebook page, facebook.com/WrestlePalsVA, or we got the iTunes if you want the audio version. Though this week, it proves why you need the video, because for Christ's sake, man. You go if you want the audio only version, iTunes, the biggest repository for friggin' podcasts.
That's
anyway.
right, baby.
Go there. Not so much Spotify, but Stitcher if you prefer. We're there as well. Or if you want to check out any of the entire back catalog, go on YouTube, search for, spell it out, hashtag WrestlePals. You'll find us as we've slowly slimmed down and our beards have gotten longer.
So is my hair.
All right.
I went from no hair to AJ Styles hair.
It's crazy. Glamorous as all get out. Look at you. So you don't want to shake it around?
If I was, if
Dance
my hair
sexy
was
for the
wet,
people.
if my hair was wet, you would notice that I'm hotter.
Hey, if you want him to... what?
Hotter.
If you want to tell him he should have shaken that silky hair, you can contact him individually at The Hulkster. Yes, that's real. At The Hulkster. I don't know.
Hulk Hogan blocked me.
It's about time.
No, a long time ago.
Yeah, it's about time. I don't know what I'm saying. And if you want to get in touch with me, save your breath, huh? At The Nate Project on Twitter.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Don't send it there. It makes me feel weird, and I don't like it. It makes me uncomfortable because I'm not good at social interaction. So why would I be any better at social media, right? Right. Now, if you like this product, if you like the dumb stuff Justin does, patreon.com/ohhijustin. And it's more than... like 5 of you. Patreon.com/ohhijustin. You get WrestlePals there. You get Deprogrammed, which is the finest place to
Hear me yell in a couple weeks. It'll be great.
crack.
3
Well,
weeks.
if you tell them who, it might get. Besides the point. Deprogrammed, building a starter pack for your favorite bands of various and sundry as Justin takes people on a musical journey,
Sometimes they take me on one.
whether you want to go or not. It's amazing. And the
Pour some sugar on me makes me feel gross.
These Ghouls.
Yeah.
That's what I'm calling it from now on. These
No,
Ghouls.
get that the out of here. It's these ghouls.
These Ghouls. The various and sundry songs thereof, and of course, everyone's new favorite. Oh hi, Justin.
No, that's no one's favorite.
Look, man. As soon as
3 people listen, I think, at
Oh,
least.
Okay, well, give me a minute. I'll get to 4.
1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi. I'm counting.
All right, give me till the first.
Okay.
All right.
Can do.
Okay.
At the Nate Project. Tweet at him.
What the hell?
What, man?
Goddamn hashtag WrestlePals. What is this crap? Got any commanders?
I lost my keys and my little dog is bone. So I pick him up and I'm gonna carry home. But he a mean dog, bit me in the spare rib. And I'll take him home, put him in the baby crib. Yeah, I don't know the words to AJ Styles. You know who you are? You're phenomenal. Phenomenal.